we've turned the corner on the disgusting documentation. I just met the maintenance guy and showed him what the hell's going on here. He's supposed to come fix everything on Wednesday. If he comes and fixes everything on Wednesday, then this landlord will be leaps and bounds above where I'm getting away from. So, I've been reading up on this guy. It seems he has a little bit of a background in construction, so he'd be more of a builder landlord as opposed to what I got away from. So, anyways, for the sake of documentation, I just noticed when I open the medicine cabinet here, there's a little bit of a leak. There's a little bit of a hole there. These rentals must be his pet projects. Interesting. I should probably plug that drywall so heat doesn't escape through it. But it's nice to see that there's Romex in there. Proper Romex and not knob and tube wiring. This house is old enough, I don't know, this could have been a knob and tube fixture. This house is old enough that it could actually still have some knob and tube lying around, but I guess that's all been ripped out here. There's actually some bits and pieces of the knob and tube at my old place that I kind of chuckled about earlier, but I'll put something in to seal this off. I'll get something to seal this off with so heat doesn't escape through it. But it's good to see some real Romex in there. I guess the reason why I haven't seen it yet is because this thing comes up over the top of it when the medicine cabinet is closed. Okay, enough staring at my medicine cabinet. For the sake, even though this has been kind of disgusting, for the sake of documentation, which is kind of what some of these vlogs have been used for lately, even though this is getting fixed on Wednesday, I just want to document that this was an issue in case it comes back to bite me later on. So, you already know about the sewer pipe. That was the stupid part of it. And now the more disgusting part of it in terms of hitting closer to home. I mean, I can stay out of the cellar because the sewer pipe, right, we just found out today, he looked at it and said, oh yeah, it rusted out, it's done. Yeah, it was an old cast iron pipe anyways. This is an old house, so old house stuff is going to happen. Fortunately, it looks like the electrical wiring isn't so old, so yay! Here is the problem. Flush the toilet here. I have the lid down, so you don't have to be too disgusted. But, oh, it didn't flush. Uh-oh, is it clogged? No, it isn't. It's not making proper contact with the floor. And if we look at the corner right around there, we can start to see shiny water. Uh-oh. This is not good, folks. This is a leak around the wax seal over by the flange. Oh. Which means that is dirty-ass water. Not good, not good, not good, maintenance guy. Supposedly, if he fixes this, then this landlord's got a long-term tenant on his hands, because he'll be leaps and bounds above the guy I got away from. That is disgusting. That's something I never had to deal with in the old place. I just had the fill valve screw up, and I had to replace the fill valve. But, we're going to have to take the whole toilet out now. Ugh. The good news is there's some silver lining to this disgustingness as it starts creeping across the floor. I use bleach blue tablets. I should probably put another one in there. So part of this is bleach chemicals. So, but actually the floor is a little sticky because I've been spraying some disinfectant every so often. So I'm probably going to have to mop up once he gets this all cleaned up. But that's the more disgusting part of what went wrong this weekend. The good news is the maintenance guy is very assertive, and he sounds like he'll be out here. I'll believe it when I see it, coming from the crappy background that I came from, but, okay, enough staring at the darn bathroom. Plus, I should plug that for energy efficiency. A lot of heat comes in here because the furnace is almost directly pointing at the bathroom, which is probably good for keeping the pipes from freezing, but I don't want the heat to be going out that way. So, alright, enough staring at my open medicine cabinet here. And now I'm lying on the sofa like I'm in some shrink's office. See? There's the Geek Suite set up over there, or Geek House, I should say. Okay, so this is kind of a somewhat different looking vlog. So, alright, I did this largely for the purposes of documentation. I really hope I can get back to some of my real series once these house issues get taken care of here. There's a couple of things that I forgot to ask the maintenance guy about that I'll be asking when he comes back. when he comes back on Wednesday. The odds are I'll probably be getting out of work early, so if he's still here by the time I get home from work, I'll ask him about a few other things. Like, for example, I'd like to put my own custom shower head on the shower in there, because the one in there is kind of crappy and rusted out, but it's on there like Superman put it on. I didn't want to break the pipe or anything. Since water is included in the rent, though, there may be a rule against custom shower heads to keep the water costs under control, similar to what I had to deal with in college, so I'm going to ask him about it. Be a pity, though. I like the shower head that I spent $50 on before I left the old place. It does have flow-restricting washers, though, so I would have to run this by him, and so I'd have to run this by him and everything, but it was good to meet the guy. However, here's the problem. At the Geek Suite, there was a carpenter who contacted me saying he was going to fix stuff, and he never did. Matter of fact, he had to get permits for what he was going to do, and I heard when I got the town involved that he never pulled any permits. So I had no documented reason to believe that any of the work that he was going to do was ever actually going to get done. So at this point, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm hoping I can be celebrating on Christmas Eve morning, because I have Christmas Eve off from work. I'm hoping I can celebrate something this Christmas, and if all this stuff is fixed in time for Christmas, I say this landlord's got himself a long-term tenant. Although the unfortunate part is I'm here mostly because of work. I probably would have to move again if I got laid off again, so it would depend on where my next job was. But I'll enjoy it while I can. Everything's a giant question mark. I mean, I'm kind of lying down on the couch looking up at the ceiling, and I'm sure this isn't making for very interesting visuals. Let's start moving the camera around. I still gotta get a ladder up and see what's in that attic. See if I can put anything up there. Or if it's just a bunch of wires and shingles and whatever. So, anywho, yeah. Alright. What was I saying? Yeah. Alright, so since I'm lying down here like I'm in a shrink's office, I might as well tell you that if by wild chance the landlord, the construction-ish landlord and his buddies ever see this, I should probably let them know that the reason why I've been so tenacious all the way through the lease negotiations and moving in here and stuff is because for the past several months, I haven't been able to just come home in the evening and enjoy myself. There was the problems at Smoke Lady, there was the tons of smoke, there was the drugs, there was the getting high against my will because the Smoke Lady had her burnout friends over and they were hotboxing me. I mean, if people want to blaze marijuana, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's probably going to get legalized in the next 10, 15 years anyways, because the state, the governments just can't resist the allure of being able to tax something that was formerly illegal. So it's money, money, money as usual. So, but here's the thing. In terms of intoxication, if you get me intoxicated against my will, it's not okay. If I want to get messed up, I am more than capable of getting messed up of my own will. Never mind, on my own will, not because of the actions of others. So, anyways, but between the nonsense from Smoke Lady, the nonsense from the landlord, I've had some nonsense at work with technical glitches with our new warehouse technology and stuff like that. With all the nonsense it's been a very long time since I've been able to just come home in the evenings and just enjoy myself. I can't do it right now. I still got to finish up the move. I got to finish cleaning out. I don't have anything really to get from the old place except pots and pans and glasses and breakables and stuff. So I'm pretty much done with the move. I just got to clean out the old place. I want to do the landlord a few favors while I'm leaving. I was there 10.5 years. It'd be nice to do something nice for him, even though he doesn't deserve it, just to heap some coals of fire over his head that way, figuratively speaking. Because 2 wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, the guy screwed me as much as he could get away with, but if I turn around and try to screw him back, I'm no better than he is. So, here's the chance for this new landlord to show me that he is actually going to fix things, and I would like to be able to stop doing these documentation move-out vlogs in time for Christmas. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we'll see. if this guy is leaps and bounds above my last landlord, then he's got himself a long-term tenant here. As long as he doesn't jack the rent through the roof after the first lease term. Okay. So we'll see what happens. But again, actions speak louder than words. I will follow through on my end of this. If they don't, then I know what my options are, and they're not pretty. The problem is, they're uglier for the landlord than they are for me, because I know what my options are, and it would just make for a very miserable winter. So, here's to hoping that sometime this holiday season, this channel can finally get back to normal. Okay, time to spray some more disinfectant on the bathroom floor. Probably the tub and tile cleaner will work for that, and call it a night here. This is MultimediaJay, signing off. Thanks for stopping by. I gotta get back to my more normal videos, darn it.